I've been vilified, alleged to be the king of corrupt people. I'm the most corrupt. I've been given every other name, and I'd never responded to those issues. Firstly, because I believe it is important that we all respect one another, that we must say things we know about other people, not just tell things that we cannot prove. What made Comrade Nwako to behave the way he did here, saying that I've auctioned the country, in the NEC, I just do what I like? He's carrying out an instruction. He was recruited when he was a student in Lesotho to be a spy. Members of this family were brought to my residence in Oliver Tambo when I was the deputy president, where I saw them for the first time. They were coming from Mahlambandlovu, from President Mbeki. The person who introduced them was Isop Pahad. They were introduced as good business people, but they were also comrades, members of the ANC. And that's how some of my family members got to know them. The young man was still very young at the time, was there, saw them and introduced them. That's why when he wanted a job, he remembered that they had said they ran this kind of a company, of IT company. They were also introduced for the second time by some comrades in Gauteng, who were praising them that in their company, they take workers from their places in the morning to work, and they cook lunch for them, and they take them back at sunset. That's how I got to know them. And I, with time, because I had now known them, I got to know even some of the things they do. For an example, one of them was a member of the International Council that was advising the president on economic things. And I found them to be a very, very friendly family. With time, I got to know quite a number of them, if not all of them. And they were indeed, they knew a lot of comrades. And I got to know that, in fact, when Mandela was a president, they started being very close and was a friend of Mandela. And when Mandela was gone, they were friends with Thabo. Whilst I was there, as I say, they saw me coming from his home. I've never did anything with them, unlawfully or whatever. They just remained friends, as they were friends to everybody else. At that time, I was the president of the ANC. I then said to them, men, and making a suggestion, can you try a business, a media business? Because we are comrades, we need an alternative voice. There are many attempts that have been made before by progressive people, but they've never worked. is it possible that you could establish a newspaper? They'd never thought of the idea. And we discussed this. They finally said, I think it's a good idea because it is business as well. When they were moving forward, they then said, can you help? Asking me, give us a name. You don't know how to call this newspaper. So I said to them, there used to be struggle publications we used to have called Spark, Fighting Talk, New Age, etc. So I gave all these names. They loved this name, New Age. And that's how the paper was named. I then said, man, the newspaper, fine, we have succeeded. I don't know, and I was thinking whether I could push them further. So I said to them, this is very successful. What about a TV channel? I suggested the paper. To them, I suggested the channel. Somebody can then say we're abusing this friendship. It was never the other way around. It's me who put them into trouble. There is a book, oh, sorry, the book is there. There is a film which is being made about the case that took place and I was found not guilty. Rape case. There is a journalist in South Africa who is doing that one. Redi Hlabi. It's being done outside to say Zuma is a rapist. It fits in this narrative. She has been doing it in the media where she works, great deal. Because this narrative must be done. The question I ask them, these people who participate in it, where do they get the idea that Zuma must be put down? Who instructs them?